didn't know.
I don't know what we're doing.
Everybody's wondering what we're doing. I've told a few people it's not Kool-Aid, so don't worry about that. We are all part of this grand, infinite universe. And I really enjoyed it last week when Bob was talking about the jigsaw puzzle piece. That really fit. Oh, that's weird. Pun not intended. That really fit for me that each of us is unique in our own way, and we're part of this infinite puzzle. Sometimes we may not feel like we fit in, but we do. We are meant to fit in. The universe certainly experiences us in that way, as being part of the whole. Sometimes we personally start defining who we are in personal terms and maybe miss this bigger universal sense. We sometimes think of ourselves as maybe not having enough, not being good enough, those kind of things. And those are the things that bring doubt and suffering in our life, doubts and fears. And when we doubt something, we're actually looking into the past and wondering if we made a right decision. And if we fear something, we're looking forward into, oh my gosh, am I going to make the right decision or the right choices? Either way, we're not living in the moment. And so this month's theme is joy and playfulness and laughter. And for me, when I started thinking about that, I realized that part of enjoying that consciousness is to be in the moment. And I started thinking into the past, but I started thinking into the past of those moments that I was joyful and playful and fun. And remembered some of those things, like as a kid rolling down the hill. We would go to the park and, I'd lay down and you'd just roll down the hill. I even went out and bought a whoopee cushion, which I thought would be appropriate for today. Well, maybe not appropriate today. But apparently, but apparently they don't make whoopee cushions in China like they used to. Because last night when I was practicing, believe it or not, it broke. Whoopee cushion.
That was a sign.
That was a sign. It was probably not their program. And I also realized that, and I'm sorry that none of the Tacketts are here, because at Harold's service they talked about his remote control whoopee cushion, and so that was a nice connection to our PLC family. I also remember splashing through puddles and doing fun things like that. I remember a student in classmate in trigonometry class that kept falling asleep in the class, and how funny that was to just watch him do that. And so I wondered when was the last time that we really did something playful? When was the last time that you maybe jumped on the bed? Jumped up and down on the bed. When was the last time that you just crazy ran down the hall naked? Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't that long ago, was it? That wasn't that long ago. I splashed through the puddles today out here. I drove the car here. Oh, and Tamara just showed up. Tamara, we were just talking about whoopee cushions. So I have it here, but they don't make them. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to. It broke when I was practicing. So anyway, I realized that kids are spontaneous and they're instinctive. They don't formulate everything. They just go for it. They're present, and when they're there, they're all in. If things are terrible, man, it's the end of the world. If things are great, it's the greatest day in the world. And somehow, Don Miguel Ruiz says that as we grow up, we become domesticated. And we lose that childness, that innocence. So, since we've talked about not being playful, maybe not last time, these are all bubbles. So if you will open up your bubbles. Oh, you can open your bubbles now. Okay, get your bubbles. Everybody should have bubbles. We ran out of bubbles, which is a great thing. That means there's more than 48 people there. And you'll notice that some children immediately start to play. They don't wait for instructions. They don't wait for you. Didn't need any guidance.
Always come from the front row.
This is a PLC bubble treatment. These are great bubbles. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer provided the bubbles.
I like it.
Here, I have an extra one. I can't talk and bubble at the same time. So as you play with your bubbles, I hope I'm not on a time. I probably am on a time.
No, we're having too much fun.
Okay, as you play with your bubbles, recognize the playfulness. Recognize what you do. Are you counting them? Are you thinking, I'm going to make a ton, or I'm going to do this thing, or I want to catch one? Remember the first time you decided you're going to catch one on your tongue and it was nasty? Are you trying to pop them? Are you going to pop somebody else's bubbles? Yeah. So recognize that playfulness and that joy that's within, and also the child that's within you. Okay, some of you aren't doing your bubbles, I can see. You're saving them for later.
Those are the same ones that don't laugh.
And as they float away, as the bubbles float away, you can take a deep breath and you can think of them as releasing something.
Yeah.
Releasing the doubts that we have as adults sometimes. And releasing the uncertainties that we have sometimes. And certainly releasing the what ifs that we have sometimes. And releasing all the burdens. And watch as the bubbles go out. Watch as the bubbles go out and they just pop and they just disappear, just like those false thoughts about limitations and lack. Just send all those feelings out into the universe and just watch as they disappear. So we can rejoice in our playfulness and we can rejoice in fun. And I encourage you all to go through the week enjoying your laughter and your playfulness and all, and rejoicing in what an amazing universe we live in. And so it is.
Bravo!